Okay. So these are the types of videos that I feel like making all the time, but I'm never really set up to make it, and it's very frustrating. And this is like the super bad side of using the X-T3. But today, after calling Fuji, after calling Adobe, I'm not even gonna try to contact the Mac people because you're never gonna hear from them. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the issues that I'm having right now. So this video is gonna be probably really long. It's just gonna be me talking, but if you really wanna understand what's going on and why I'm making this video, then feel free to listen, and feel free to just listen to me, you know, being super weird and techie or whatever. But I feel like this is the side of the X-T3 that you need to know of. And again, the X-T3 is a great camera, but dude, I just wish it was like the Sony. But the color on the X-T3 is just way better than, in my opinion, like any of the other consumer level cameras, but whatever. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, when I first got the X-T3, I was having really bad issues with the h.265 and using Essential Sound in Premiere. A buddy of mine said he used Essential Sound in Premiere and it messed up his speakers, and he got the speakers replaced, whatever, but then I could never sync up the footage with Essential Sound using h.265 footage. Then I ended up calling Adobe, sending them an email, and I ended up getting on a really like a 3-hour long chat with someone, and we're on my computer testing a bunch of footage, testing all this stuff. Then a couple months later, they come out with this huge update that fixes some Essential Sound issues from what I know, and the h.265 footage runs relatively smooth now, and I haven't really had any issues. But then today, I opened up a project that I'm about to start editing, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Normally I shoot in the standard profile. The standard profile to me is just a nice balance of, the contrast is fine. It's close to how I'm gonna deliver the footage. I don't really need that flat Eterna look because I don't really want it or need it for weddings, you know? I had a commercial client of mine reach out to me and say, hey, I wanna do this commercial for this food company, and long story short, that's what it was. We went over to his house. His whole house was like well lit. The window lighting was amazing, so we really didn't set up any lights, and we did, but daylight balance, whatever. You get the point. And I looked at my partner and I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe we can shoot the Eterna profile, this project, and just see how it turns out, you know? So we shot the Eterna profile, h.265, 4K, 10-bit, all internal, and in the camera, the footage looks like amazing. As we're filming it, it looks amazing. Of course, it's flat, you know, like it's a different look, and I love it a lot. So you get the point. We filmed an Eterna profile, not standard. I come now into my editing program, into Premiere, into the Mac. I never really noticed when I was transferring the footage and just like previewing it with like the QuickTime, just press spacebar and you preview. The footage was not flat at all. Like it's not flat. It does not look like the Eterna profile. If anything, it's like more contrasty than the standard profile. And now I'm editing it and I'm like, dude, why does this look like that, you know? So I ended up calling Fuji like 30 minutes ago and had a conversation with someone there, and he was saying that the way that Macs read the h.265 footage is most likely the problem. And then he said it's most likely an Adobe problem, but then of course, you know, I'm just playing it back and Mac is just running the QuickTime. It's not flat at all. So what I decided to do was take the camera that I'm filming on right now, and I have it here on my computer. So what I did was just do a quick little test between h.264 and h.265. Before showing you that, I wanted to just clarify with you, the h.265 footage is way superior to the h.264 footage. The footage looks amazing compared to the h.264 footage, and I'm talking about the way the colors are. So like when you have that fall off of light, or you're looking into the sky with the camera, you'll see like those like the color, it's like dark blue, a lighter blue, then a light blue, then like white. and you'll see like the 4 different colors, or like, you get what I'm saying, like you'll see the different colors. But when you shoot an h.265, it's like a smooth fall off of colors, and you don't even see the difference. Honestly, you don't see the shit. Like, it doesn't look bad, you know? And I just did a quick test in here, like when I got the camera, I just pointed next to my light, h.264, then recorded in h.265, and you can see the difference in quality. It's amazing, the difference that h.265 is compared to h.264. So I try to shoot everything in h.265, and now I'm realizing that, damn, there's an issue, especially with my Mac, right? So what I did was I did a test here. I shot everything in 4K, and what I did was I shot h.265 in the Eterna profile, then I shot the Eterna profile again in h.264, and then what I ended up doing was I did the standard profile in h.265, then the standard profile in h.264, and I'm really disappointed in the results that I got. And that was all in the long GOP format, whatever you call it. So I was like, man, maybe if I do the all-I format, whatever, it would fix that. So I did the standard profile h.264, standard profile h.265, and again, really disappointed with the outcome. And I'm not bashing Fuji, or I'm not bashing the camera that you own if you're watching this. I'm just saying this is an issue that I have. And then of course, if you know how to fix the issue, like, please help me, because I'm literally in the middle of trying to edit this project right now, and I decided to make this video to share my thoughts because I don't know. This is a community, and if I'm helping you, that's great. If you can help me, that's great. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna show this footage. I'm just gonna, I can't put it in the video because you see my frustration? And this is the problem. This is the problem. Why can't Sony and Fuji just go like this and make one great camera? I don't know. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna just do right now is just switch lenses. I know you're not supposed to do this, but you see, I ended up putting the 50mm on this camera, but then it looked like shit because you couldn't see the computer screen. So what I'm gonna do now is put the camera back to where it was, right? Turn my lights back on and sit back down and see if we can do this again. So let's do this. I just want you guys to be here in my frustration because I think it's kind of funny, right? So, okay, the screen is recording. So now, what I have here is 3 different tests, right? I just recorded all of this, and it's frustrating, but you can't. I recorded the screen with the camera, but hopefully the screen recording itself shows the difference in quality. Maybe, I don't know, but the problem is the Mac itself. So this is the issue that I'm having, and it's really hard to explain. But what happens is that you have the h.265 footage and h.264. You shoot both of them in Eterna profile, but the h.265 footage is super contrasty and does not look flat at all. But then you have the h.264 footage and it looks like the Eterna profile. And the issue is that when you import the footage, the Macs, when you import the footage on the Mac, the way that it's encoding the h.265 is the issue. And then of course it transfers into Premiere, that transfers into everywhere, and it just sucks because I just shot this whole project in h.265 Eterna profile and it's not flat. It doesn't look like the Eterna profile. If anything, it looks worse. It looks more contrasty than the standard profile. So let me try to show you. What I did was just point my camera just in my office at like the couch and the window, just where there's some type of like contrast and like a smooth fall off of light, whatever. So what I'm gonna do is just play this here. It is Eterna 4K h.265 play. Okay, you can see that, yeah, you can see some detail right here in the couch, but where it's black is just completely black. This is actually a bookshelf, and man, you can't even see the bookshelf, that's just black. But you can see that the blacks are crushed, and that sucks. So now let's open Eterna 4K h.264, not h.265. Right, so let's close this. Eterna 4K h.264. Oh my God, look how flat that looks, right? Look at that. You can see the detail in the couch, and you can see like the bookshelf. The blacks are not crushed. This is what it's supposed to look like. But when you film in h.265, it doesn't look like that at all. So let me open up both and put them side by side so you can see the difference. Right. So first frame of that one, first frame of that one, and let's see the difference. Right, so you put them one on top of the other, and check it out. The top one is h.265, and you can't see any detail in the couch. The bottom one is h.265, and you can see the detail in the couch. Even if you look at the monitor on the right side, or where we have this stand for some papers, on the bottom h.264 one, it looks gray. On the top one, it looks contrasty and dark, right? Look at the difference right here. One's light, one's dark. The bottom one's h.264, h.265. So what I'm basically saying is that you can't film h.265 Eterna and have it look how it's supposed to look like in the camera, and then bring it onto a Mac. And then again, if I'm just an idiot and no one else is having this issue, please let me know. And then yeah, please. Right, so now I did another test where we did standard profile h.264 and standard profile h.265. So let's do this, standard profile 4K h.265, and it is just like black, right? The same ISO settings, same shutter speed, same aperture, same everything, whatever. There's no detail in any of the blacks anywhere, but again, it's standard profile, so it's fine. But then we do standard profile on h.264, and it's not as black. If anything, the standard profile on h.264 has less contrast than the Eterna profile on h.265. You see what I'm saying? This is the problem. Let me open both next to each other. So this is standard h.264, standard h.265, right? And then again, we can just use the little paper thing on the bottom right corner. This is h.264, h.265. Look at the difference. You can clearly see that this one is lighter and is less contrasty than this one. This time h.264 is at the top. You can, I mean, just looking right here underneath these, like the pictures that we have on the wall, the h.264 one looks a lot flatter and a lot lighter, and h.265 is just crushed and you get no detail in anywhere over here. But here's the thing, the h.265 footage, the colors look a lot nicer. In the h.264, it honestly looks like a piece of shit. So, and for the hell of it, I tried the all-I format, whatever. And then again, h.264. Let me just open it up. I don't even have to play it. That's the first frame of that one. h.264, h.265. Look at the difference between the two. Just look at the computer monitors. This one's black, this one's not. That one's kind of gray. You can see even like right here, this is gray over here, and this one's just black. You see the issue that I'm having? I just want to throw this out there on the internet. I guess that's how I'm just gonna end the video, right? I just wanted to bring up this issue. Oh, what I'll do is I will put the footage in a Dropbox and put it in the description, and you guys can download it and check it out for yourself if you don't believe me. Literally how I have the footage here, I'm just gonna copy it, put it on Dropbox, same file names, whatever, and you guys can check it out. And if you guys figure some shit out that I don't know about, please let me know, excuse my language, but it's very frustrating. And if you like this content and you want to see more of it, feel free to subscribe. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Bye.